it's Elise here at Bowman Library in our teen section with a whole new teen book spotlight. So, in case you don't know already, the month of May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So we're going to use that as our jumping off point today, and we're going to take a look at some books that are written by Asian American authors and Pacific Islander authors because they are amazing. We have a great mix this week. There are some that are some of my recent favorites I can't wait to share with you. So let's get started. Our first one is Butterfly Yellow. So Hang was growing up in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, and she made sure that her younger brother Lin was one of the few hundred children that were airlifted out of the country and sent to the United States. Hang could not go because she was too old, so she sent her brother off not knowing where he was going to end up, but that he was going to be safe. Fast forward 6 years, the war is over, and Hang is now in Texas living with her uncle and his family. The only thing she knows about her younger brother is his address, and she decides she can't wait any longer. She needs to go and she needs to find him. So she sneaks out of the house and she starts making her way across Texas. As she's on this journey, she meets this random guy named Leroy, and he listens to her story and he agrees to help her. But when she finally gets to Lynn, he doesn't remember her and he wants nothing to do with her. Deciding that she wants to be in his life, though, both Hang and Leroy make choices that will change their lives forever. This historical fiction work examines a time that many books honestly do not, and it's the impact that the Vietnam War had on refugees from Vietnam to the United States. This is Butterfly Yellow. A Match Made in Mehendi, and I will tell you, this is one of my new Chicklet favorite reads. Yeah. So Simi comes from a long line of matchmakers, and she's entering her sophomore year of high school. She finds herself being pushed in the matchmaking direction by her family because she has what they call the gift. Even though she wants nothing to do with it, and she just really wants to spend her time painting and being an artist. But when she does accidentally put two people together and it's a success, she and her best friend Noah, they kind of decide that they can make something out of this. So they design this matchmaking app, and they decide they're going to use their fellow classmates as the test market to try it out. So everything is going well, to the point where this app is a hit. The student population is actually they're actually paying attention to Simi and Noah for the first time ever. And everything is there can be nothing wrong until one of the mean girls in the school gets a match that she does not want, and it leads her to start bullying Simi. Simi then also, while this is going on, she's facing her own personal drama in her love life, and she needs to decide what is important to her and what is not. If you like a fast-paced, realistic novel filled with romance and a little bit of drama, you will enjoy this one. And if you're looking for a lighthearted to read, you need something, you want to read something, but you don't want to be, crazy thought on the brain, A Match Made in Mehendi. One of my new favorites. This book is so good. This is The Downstairs Girl, and I have to be careful what I tell you because I don't want to give too much of it away. Chinese American Jo is living in Atlanta in 1890, and she is living a double life. During the day, she has a real job. She starts as a milliner, someone who makes hats. And when she's fired from that because she's half Chinese, she becomes a lady's maid. But in the evening, she is the secret author of one of the hottest advice columns in the city of Atlanta. And she is known as Miss Sweetie. It is in this column that Jo shares her opinions, many of which are considered to be controversial and ahead of their time. And if she's ever found out, she would be severely punished, especially since she's a female and she's half Chinese. There is so much to this book. There is history, there's mystery, there's a slap you in your face moment because there's this twist that happens that you're not prepared for. There's horse racing. If you love horses, you would love this book. I highly recommend this book. You know, again, I don't want to tell you too much because it's just going to start giving too much of it away. And I don't want it to be ruined if you're going to read it. If you love historical fiction, this book is amazing. Stacey Lee, the author, just literally came out with her new book a couple weeks ago. I cannot wait to read it. It deals with the Titanic. That's just, yeah. This is the downstairs girl. Love, hate, and other filters. So 18-year-old Maya has grown up in a traditional Indian Muslim family, which contradicts the life that she really wants to live. She wants to study filmmaking at NYU, which she has gotten into, but her family doesn't know. And she has an American boyfriend, which is a secret. Well, her family, they want her to go study pre-law or pre-med at the University of Chicago, and then they want her to marry this nice Indian boy who they have already chosen for her. When a terrorist attack happens in another city close by to Chicago, though, and the suspect ends up having the same last name as Maya, she and her family start to be on the end of anti-Muslim rage, which gradually built up to this violent attack on her family. This book opens all readers' eyes to situations that individuals face on a daily basis and should be changed. It shouldn't happen. If you like a realistic book with a voice for social justice and change, make sure to check this one out. This is Love, Hate, and Other Filters. Parachute. So wealthy Claire lives in Shanghai and she is sent to the United States to go to prep school with hopes of getting into a good college. She's also known as what's called a parachute student. Basically, her parents are kind of sick and tired of dealing with her, so they're going to ship her off to another country to go to school. She is sent to live with Danny and her mother. Danny attends the same school, but she attends on scholarship, and she is working her way through school. While the two run in completely different social circles, they soon find out that they have something in common. The harassment they face from males on a daily basis on their campus, student and teacher, is happening to both of them. So they decide they're going to make a difference in what is allowed to happen on campus. This is told on different points of view. This realistic book is something that completely happens today. I will tell you this, there are some scenes of sexual assault and there are some thoughts of suicide. So just be heads up if that's something that's not going to make you feel comfortable. As awesome as this book is, we have some other awesome choices as well. This is Parachutes. And our last one is Warcross. So in the future, there is this incredibly popular immersive virtual reality game called Warcross. Everyone plays it, and it basically runs society. Amika is a hacker who also has a job as a bounty hunter. It is her responsibility to catch people who are illegally betting on Warcross. Once a year, there's this huge worldwide tournament that teams from all over the world come, and Amika decides that this is her opportunity to hack into the game during the opening ceremonies, and she's going to steal an incredibly valuable item that is coveted by so many and she can sell on the black market. But when she goes to do this, there is a glitch in the system and her identity is revealed to everyone playing Warcross, and she gains instant fame from being able to do something that no one has ever done before. When she is summoned to go see the game's creator, she is recruited to help him find this elusive hacker who is known as Zero. As she enters this world, though, there is more going on behind the scenes than she ever could have thought, and Amika has no idea who she can actually trust and who is going to double-cross her. If you love science fiction and gaming, along with a bit of some mystery and suspense, you have to check this one out. It is the first in a duology. The second one is already out too, so you can check them both out at the same time and get to know what happens with Amika in this incredible science fiction novel. This is Warcross. So these are just 6 of the books that we have here at the library that feature Asian American and Island Pacific authors. We have so many more though, so we encourage you to come on out, either check out one of these or we can help you find whatever book you're trying to find that you want to read. I hope you have a great week, and I hope you tune back next week when we have a whole new teen book spotlight.